In our quest to understand the world, we often seek out places that stir something deep within us. We look for corners of the earth that remain untouched, where nature's grandeur is the dominant force. And so, our journey brings us to a vast expanse in the American West, a place of rugged mountains and sweeping plains. This is Montana. Here, under a sky that seems to stretch into infinity, a profound question arises. Could this state, with its sparse population and breathtaking scenery, truly be the safest and most beautiful place in all of the United States? It is a bold claim, one that requires a closer look. To even begin to answer such a question, one must first appreciate the scale of this land. Montana is a state of immense proportions, a territory where civilization seems to be merely a guest in a much older, wilder kingdom. It is a place where the rhythms of life are dictated not by the hands of a clock, but by the changing of the seasons and the slow, deliberate pace of the natural world. We will venture into its heart to explore the silent forests and the towering peaks. We will listen to the stories carried on the wind and examine the evidence that suggests this land offers a unique kind of peace and security in a world that often feels overwhelmingly busy and complex. Our exploration will not be a simple one. We must look beyond the picture postcard views and delve into the very fabric of life here. What is it like to live where your nearest neighbor might be miles away? How does the constant presence of such a powerful wilderness shape the people who call this place home? We will investigate the statistics, comparing Montana's safety and crime rates to those of other states, to see if the feeling of security is backed by hard data. The journey is as much about the human experience as it is about the landscape itself, a story of coexistence between people and a truly wild environment. Ultimately, we seek to understand the essence of Montana. Is its beauty merely skin-deep, a collection of stunning vistas? Or does it run deeper, intertwined with a sense of safety and a quality of life that has become rare in the modern age? We will consider the history that has shaped this land, from the ancient tribes to the rugged pioneers who forged a life here. By the end of our examination, we hope to have a clearer picture, a more complete understanding of whether Montana, in its quiet and unassuming way, holds the title of America's hidden gem, a sanctuary of both unparalleled beauty and profound peace. One cannot speak of Montana without first paying homage to its landscapes. They are not merely backdrops. They are the main characters in the state's unfolding story. Imagine standing at the foot of the Rocky Mountains, their jagged peaks piercing a brilliant blue sky. These are not gentle rolling hills. They are colossal formations of rock and ice, ancient and formidable, their slopes cloaked in dense forests of pine and fir. This is the domain of Glacier National Park, a place where glaciers, remnants of the last ice age, continue to carve the very mountainsides, feeding impossibly turquoise lakes that shimmer in the valleys below. The sheer power and scale of a place like this can make a person feel wonderfully small. The beauty here is a tapestry woven from many different threads. It is in the way the morning sun first touches the high peaks, setting them aglow with a soft, ethereal light. It is in the sound of a waterfall, like the famous Virginia and St. Mary Falls, crashing down into a clear, cold pool, its mist rising to nourish the mosses and ferns that cling to the surrounding rocks. And it is in the vast, silent forests that stretch for countless miles, a world of dappled light and the earthy scent of pine needles. Here, one can walk for hours and hear nothing but the whisper of the wind through the trees and the distant call of a bird, a truly immersive experience in the wild. Beyond the mountains, the landscape transforms, yet its beauty remains. The state opens up into vast, rolling plains and grasslands that stretch to the horizon, a region often referred to as Big Sky Country. It is here that one can truly appreciate the name, as the sky becomes a dome of infinite blue, dotted with cotton-white clouds that cast slow-moving shadows across the land. This is the world of the American prairie, where herds of bison once roamed in the millions. Watching a herd of these magnificent creatures graze peacefully against the backdrop of a setting sun is a sight that connects one directly to a wilder, more primal past. And then there are the rivers. Names like the Yellowstone, the Missouri, and the Gallatin are legendary. They are the lifeblood of this land, carving their way through canyons and meandering through wide, fertile valleys. Their waters run cold and clear, teeming with trout that attract anglers from all over the world. These rivers are not just bodies of water, they are corridors of life. Along their banks, one might see a moose wading through the shallows, a bald eagle perched high in a cottonwood tree, or a family of deer coming down to drink at dusk. It is a dynamic, ever-changing environment, a testament to nature's enduring artistry. One of the most defining characteristics of Montana is not something you see, but something you feel, the overwhelming sense of space. With a land area that makes it the fourth largest state in the United States, it is home to just over 1 million people. To put that into perspective, the entire state has a smaller population than many individual cities across the country. This results in an incredibly low population density, averaging around 7 people per square mile. This scarcity of people translates directly into a profound and pervasive quiet, a silence that is almost a physical presence on the landscape. This lack of crowding shapes every aspect of life. Driving along a highway in Montana, you can go for miles without passing another car, the long straight road stretching out before you like a ribbon laid across the vast terrain. In the towns and small cities, there is an absence of the constant, low-level hum of a major metropolis. There are no endless traffic jams, no crowded sidewalks, no cacophony of sirens and horns. Instead, the soundtrack of daily life is often the wind, the call of a meadowlark, or the distant lowing of cattle. This creates a peaceful environment that many residents find essential to their well-being. For those who choose to live here, this solitude is not a sign of loneliness, but a cherished commodity. It offers a chance to disconnect from the frantic pace of modern life and reconnect with something more fundamental. It means having the freedom to step outside at night and see a sky completely unobscured by light pollution, a brilliant canopy of stars, and the Milky Way stretching from horizon to horizon. This experience, once common for all humanity, has become a rare luxury. In Montana, it is a nightly spectacle, a humbling reminder of our place in the universe and the immense beauty of the natural world. The psychological effect of this open space is significant. It fosters a sense of independence and self-reliance, virtues that have long been part of the Montanan identity. But it also encourages a different kind of community. When your neighbors are few and far between, relationships can become more meaningful and deliberate. There is an understanding that people need to rely on one another. This unique combination of solitude and community creates a social fabric that is both resilient and deeply peaceful, a quiet life lived out against a backdrop of unparalleled natural grandeur. The feeling of peace in Montana is not just an illusion created by the quiet landscapes. It is supported by tangible evidence. When one examines the data on crime and safety, Montana consistently ranks as one of the safest states in the nation. This sense of security is a cornerstone of the quality of life that residents cherish. It allows for a level of freedom and trust that has become increasingly rare in many other parts of the country. People feel comfortable leaving their doors unlocked in smaller communities, and parents have less anxiety about their children playing outdoors, exploring the natural world around them. Let us look at some comparisons. As of early 2026, Montana's overall crime rate remains significantly lower than the national average. Specifically, its rates of violent crime, which include serious offenses such as assault and robbery, are consistently among the lowest in the United States. While larger cities like Billings or Missoula have crime rates higher than the rural areas, they are still remarkably safe when compared to metropolitan areas of similar size elsewhere. This is not to say that crime is non-existent, but its prevalence is low enough that it does not dominate daily life or instill a pervasive sense of fear within the community. The reasons for these low crime rates are complex and multifaceted. The low population density certainly plays a major role. With fewer people and more space, there are simply fewer opportunities for the types of crime that flourish in crowded urban environments. Furthermore, the strong sense of community in many Montana towns fosters an environment where people know their neighbors and look out for one another. This informal social network acts as a natural deterrent to criminal activity. When strangers are easily noticed and community ties are strong, it becomes more difficult for crime to take root. This environment of safety has a profound impact on the well-being of those who live here. It reduces stress and anxiety, contributing to better mental and physical health. The feeling of being safe in one's own home and community is a fundamental human need, and Montana provides this in abundance. It allows residents to fully immerse themselves in the beauty and recreational opportunities the state has to offer, without the constant worry that shadows life in higher crime areas. This combination of natural splendor and genuine security is a powerful one, making a compelling case for Montana as a true sanctuary. Life in Montana is inextricably linked to the outdoors. The state is not just a place to live, it is a vast natural playground that, invites exploration and adventure at every turn. For many residents, outdoor recreation isn't just a weekend hobby, but a way of life, really woven into the fabric of their daily existence. The opportunities are as immense and varied as the landscape itself, offering something for every level of enthusiast, from the gentle walker to the seasoned mountaineer. It's this direct and constant interaction with the wild that, defines the Montanan experience for so many. In the warmer months, the state comes alive with activity. Hikers and backpackers take to the millions of acres of national forest and wilderness areas, exploring trails that lead to pristine alpine lakes, wildflower-filled meadows, and breathtaking mountain vistas. The state's legendary rivers, like the Gallatin, Madison, and Yellowstone, become magnets for fly fishing enthusiasts from around the globe, all seeking the thrill of casting a line for native cutthroat and rainbow trout in crystal-clear water. Kayakers and rafters navigate these same rivers, experiencing the thrill of whitewater rapids, or sometimes just enjoying a gentle float through serene, scenic canyons. As autumn paints the landscape in hues of gold and amber, the focus shifts. This is the season for hunting, a tradition deeply embedded in Montana's culture and honestly an important tool for wildlife management. Hunters venture into the backcountry in pursuit of elk, deer, and other game, an activity that fosters a deep respect for the animals and the environment. It's a time of crisp air and quiet forests, a chance to connect with the land on a primal level. For those who simply wish to observe, autumn is also the perfect time for wildlife watching, as animals are often more active, preparing for the long winter ahead. When winter blankets the state in a thick layer of snow, the adventure doesn't stop, it simply changes form. Montana transforms into a winter wonderland, offering world-class skiing and snowboarding at resorts like Big Sky and Whitefish Mountain. Beyond the groomed slopes, the backcountry opens up to cross-country skiers and snowshoers, who can explore silent, snow-laden forests and frozen landscapes. Even the simple act of sitting by a fire in a rustic cabin, watching the snow fall gently outside, becomes a cherished part of the winter experience. This year-round call to adventure ensures that life here is never dull. To truly understand why people love living in Montana, one must listen to their stories. These are not tales of grand ambition or the pursuit of fame and fortune, but of a quieter, more profound satisfaction. Speak to a rancher in the Eastern Plains, and they will tell you about the deep connection they feel to the land they work, a legacy passed down through generations. They find fulfillment in the honest, hard work of raising cattle, in the rhythm of the seasons, and in the immense open sky that serves as their office ceiling. For them, wealth is not measured in dollars, but in the health of their herd and the freedom of the open range. Talk to an artist who has moved to a small town nestled in the Gallatin Valley. They will likely speak of the inspiration they draw from their surroundings every single day. The way the light changes on the mountains, the incredible diversity of the wildlife, the sheer raw beauty of the landscape. It all fuels their creativity. They will tell you that the peace and quiet allow them to focus on their work in a way that was impossible in a bustling city. The community they find here, one that values authenticity and craftsmanship, provides support without the crushing pressure of a competitive urban art scene. Ask a young family who relocated to Missoula or Bozeman why they chose Montana. They will often point to the quality of life and the sense of safety. They love that their children can grow up with a backyard that extends into national forests where they can learn to ski, fish, and hike. They appreciate the strong public schools and the community-oriented atmosphere. For them, Montana offers a chance to provide their children with a childhood that is rich in experience and connected to the natural world, a stark contrast to the screen-dominated indoor lives that are common elsewhere. Finally, speak to someone who has lived in Montana their entire life, perhaps a retired teacher in a place like Livingston. They will talk about the people. They will tell you that Montanans have a unique character, forged by the rugged landscape. They are self-reliant, yet quick to help a neighbor in need. There is an unpretentious, down-to-earth quality to them. They value honesty, hard work, and a person's character over their status or possessions. It is this combination of stunning scenery, a peaceful pace of life, and a genuine, caring community that makes people not just live in Montana, but truly love it. The story of Montana is written on its land, a history far older than the state itself. Long before the first European explorers arrived, this region was the cherished homeland of numerous Native American tribes. The Crow, the Blackfeet, the Salish, the Kootenai, and the Cheyenne, among others, lived in harmony with this environment for thousands of years. Their lives were intimately connected to the great herds of bison, the changing seasons, and the sacred landscapes they called home. Places like the Bighorn Canyon and the traditional hunting grounds of the plains were central to their culture, spirituality, and survival, a history that remains a vital part of Montana's identity today. The 19th century brought a dramatic and often violent transformation to this land. The Lewis and Clark expedition passed through in 1805 and 1806, opening a door to a flood of fur trappers, missionaries, and miners. The discovery of gold in places like Bannock and Virginia City in the 1860s triggered a massive rush of prospectors, creating booming, lawless towns overnight. This era was characterized by a rugged frontier spirit, but also by conflict, as the influx of settlers clashed with the Native American tribes, culminating in tragic events like the Battle of the Little Bighorn in 1876, a stark reminder of the turbulent birth of the American West. Following the gold rush, another chapter of Montana's history began, the age of the cattle king. Vast ranches were established across the open range, and cowboys drove huge herds of longhorn cattle north from Texas to graze on the rich Montana grasses. This iconic era of the American cowboy, romanticized in countless books and films, was a time of immense hardship and incredible fortitude. Figures like Charles M. Russell, the cowboy artist, captured the spirit of this time, documenting the daily life of the cowboy, the beauty of the landscape, and the disappearing world of the open range with remarkable authenticity and detail. The arrival of the railroads in the late 19th century solidified Montana's place in the nation, allowing its rich resources, copper from the mines of Butte, the richest hill on earth, and agricultural products from its fertile valleys, to be shipped across the country. This period also brought a new wave of homesteaders who staked their claims and turned the prairie sod into farmland. This complex history of ancient traditions, frontier justice, mining booms, and agricultural toil has shaped the character of Montana, creating a legacy of resilience, independence, and a deep, abiding connection to the land itself. The culture of Montana is not something you will find in grand opera houses or sprawling art museums. Instead, it is a living, breathing entity forged in the crucible of its wilderness and history. It is a culture of practicality and self-sufficiency, where what a person can do is often more important than what they own. This ethos is visible everywhere, from the sturdy, well-worn boots on a rancher's feet to the practical design of a mountain town home, built to withstand heavy snow and cold winds. It is a culture that values competence, resilience, and a quiet, unassuming confidence born from living in a demanding environment. This spirit is perhaps most vibrantly expressed in the state's community gatherings. The Montana Rodeo is a perfect example. It is far more than a sporting event. It is a celebration of the state's Western heritage and the skills of the cowboy. Here, entire communities come together to watch riders test their mettle against powerful bulls and bucking broncos. It is a spectacle of courage and skill, but it is also a social event, a chance for neighbors from miles around to connect, share stories, and reinforce the bonds that hold their rural communities together. The air is filled with a sense of shared identity and pride in a way of life that endures. Art and music in Montana also reflect the landscape. The state has long been a haven for writers, painters, and musicians who seek inspiration in its raw beauty. The works they create are often imbued with a powerful sense of place. The paintings of C.M. Russell captured the spirit of the Old West, and that tradition continues today with contemporary artists who paint the sweeping vistas and abundant wildlife. The state's literature, from A.B. Guthrie Jr.'s The Big Sky to the works of Norman Maclean, explores the profound and often complex relationship between people and the wild, untamed nature that surrounds them. Even the cuisine tells a story of the land. While you can find sophisticated dining in the growing cities, the heart of Montana's food culture lies in its local ingredients. Menus often feature bison burgers, elk steaks, and fresh-caught trout, celebrating the bounty of the region. Huckleberries, a wild berry that grows only in the mountains of the Northwest, are a treasured local delicacy, used in everything from pies and jams to ice cream. This focus on local, natural foods is not just a trend. It is an extension of the state's core identity, authentic, unpretentious, and deeply connected to the earth. Our journey through Montana has taken us across vast landscapes into the heart of its quiet communities and back through the echoes of its rugged history. We began with a question: could this be America's safest and most beautiful state? After exploring the evidence, it is clear that Montana presents a powerful case. Its beauty is undeniable and profound. It is not the manicured beauty of a public park, but the raw, untamed majesty of a world where nature remains sovereign. From the glacial peaks of the north to the endless plains of the east, the state offers a visual feast that inspires awe and humility. The argument for its safety is just as compelling. The low population density and strong community bonds create an environment of peace and security that is increasingly difficult to find. The statistics support this feeling, showing crime rates that are consistently lower than the national average. This safety is not just a number on a page, it is a fundamental part of the daily experience, allowing for a freedom and peace of mind that enriches the lives of all who call this place home. It allows the state's natural beauty to be enjoyed without a lingering sense of fear, a truly precious combination. What truly sets Montana apart, however, is the synergy between these two elements. The landscape has shaped the people, fostering a culture of independence, resilience, and community. In turn, the people have become stewards of this beauty, cherishing the solitude and outdoor lifestyle it provides. It is a place where life is lived on a more human scale, attuned to the rhythms of the seasons rather than the demands of the clock. The state offers a sanctuary not just from crime, but from the noise, stress, and relentless pace of modern urban existence. So, is Montana America's safest and most beautiful place? While beauty is always in the eye of the beholder, and safety can be measured in many ways, Montana's claim is exceptionally strong. It is a land of staggering natural grandeur, a place of profound peace, and a community with a resilient, authentic spirit. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of the wild and the possibility of living in closer harmony with it. For those seeking refuge, adventure, and a genuine connection to the natural world, Montana is more than just a state on a map. It is indeed one of America's last best places, a true hidden gem,